With the Muffler Ryan Bruckner, I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan, and this is my intro. Welcome to Squared Circle Cinema, where we talk about wrestlers in movies. A little bit later, we'll discuss a wrestler in a movie for I think it was a full frame, but we'll get to that later. Welcome to Squared Circle Cinema. How are you doing today, Ryan? You smell great today.
That's my fall edition of Suavecito.
Now, your addition to the world is to smell great.
No, they make special edition pomades for each season.
Oh.
And so they made a fall one that's like oak moss or something.
So you're going fall at the beginning of spring. That's interesting. To be jarring and noticeable. Let me tell you something. I noticed your smell today. And there's a borderline, right, where you go like, okay, yeah, you smell nice. Hey, you smell great. But then other times it's like, yeah, you showered today, fine. But I'm not going to compliment you on your smell. You hit a level where it's like, wow, you smell nice. And I left the room, came back, and it was just wafting with this scent. I don't really sense the fall in it per se, so I don't know why they would.
It's like
brand it that.
like a manly kind of earthy. Type of smell.
You smell terrific, Ryan. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you. You smell adequate.
Would you scent your muffler?
Oh. I heard, how they make...
Actually, I've been reading about this.
You know how they make like maxi pads with like a scent to them? Like, have you ever seen that? Like,
no, actually, I don't.
Do. They have like in the aisle, they'll have like tampons and maxi pads that have like a special scent. But it's like I think like
sweet
husband. I think most women
you buy. That's very sweet.
No,
of you.
I don't. I just like I'm fascinated.
I'm fascinated by brands.
Like I'm not buying her tampons for her.
Are there commercials for this? Look, we all know.
Just go to the aisle. You'll see that they make like some scented ones.
There's
for
a
like
women tampon
for women that are like insecure about their snatch stench.
I should get one of those for my butt, man.
Yeah, you should.
Like if the back of my boxers just had a little quilt of arrogance.
I would just use a maxi pad as my muffler is what I'm saying, and I'd get a scented one.
That's cool. That's thoughtful, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always, you got to take care of the men you're working with.
Yeah, but you don't want a noticeable scent that covers up what you're working with. You know what I mean? It's like, when after you use the shitter and, you use the spray thing and it's called like Hawaiian Mist by Lysol. It doesn't smell like Hawaii. And if it did, no one would go to Hawaii. It smells like this awful chemical that's masking a turd. And to me, that makes the turd even worse. Yeah. So I wouldn't notice like, oh, is that a hint of Babe Breeze? Like as we're in the middle of a friggin', tombstone pile driver or something like that.
You would when I give you the stinky face.
But
that's
I would
my signature move.
Yeah, but I would I would be prepared to smell like, okay, when you get the Rikishi move, like you're going to get some funk. Definitely. It's like, gotta be prepared. And if it's like, do you think he scented his
I don't think there was room.
He had a muffler.
There was no room for one. The dude was wearing a thong.
Do we know what a muffler is? Do we all know what a muffler is?
A muffler is, as legend has it, that Dusty Rhodes once just would stick a bunch of toilet paper into his taint area of his trunks to soak up all of his ball and ass sweat.
Yeah. You know what though? Like I'm just sitting at work and I get swamp ass. It gets frustrating. like it gets in the way. It's like, man, I got to take care of this. So if you put that in there, it's practical actually.
What if we
swamp ass is the worst?
Why don't we like trademark some sort of absorbent underwear?
Yeah.
That like absorbs swamp ass.
That's how we finally partner up.
Yeah. They do make like charcoal like infused underwear to muffle your farts so they don't stink.
You see this house right here? You see this dining room? You see that china? Huh? That's scented underwear right there. That's what got you that china right there.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Future me.
But
Somebody's
I do
gonna
not
steal this.
I just like I like that trajectory for the reflection. Like, 40 years down the line, we're talking about like, then we made our billions with scented underwear.
Yeah.
But the journey to get there, I don't know if I'm on board with. Like, it's kind of a good idea, right? But it seems like it's like, how do you, like, you got to get a patent, right? You got to get a brand.
You go to you like file patent with like the U.S. Patent Office.
Yeah.
We come up with the name of our absorbent underwear, and we gotta find somebody to make it.
My name is Mike Big Tobacco Ryan, and this is the Muffler. Oh, the Muffler. Ryan, take it away. And you just destroy at this pitch. They're like giving us like firm handshakes.
We'd probably have to go to China or Indonesia.
Dude, we have to record over this.
I know. All our enemies are gonna steal our secrets. It's okay. Nobody listens.
Yeah, it's fine.
And if they do,
Victor, you behave. Don't you get any ideas here. All right.
If they do, they probably don't really want to go through the trouble of making.
See, that's the thing.
Absorbent underwear.
That was a little bit in jest of me because I really don't think it's that great of an idea, like at all. I do not want to partner up with you for this.
I mean, like I wear boxers. I wear boxer
you don't want
briefs.
That scent, though. You just want to be clean. Why don't
I'm
you just
not
shower?
I'm not saying a scent.
You know what?
You're
sorry.
totally missing. We were talking about the purpose of the muffler is to soak up sweat. I said, what if you had underwear to absorb your sweat so you wouldn't have so much
fine. Well,
swamp
I'm going to
ass?
change the subject, and I think you're going to like why. Because I want to talk about your shower routine.
Oh, my God. No.
How do you do it? Like, because not only is it the pomade, but I could just smell that soap, Like, you smell like a Cetaphil lemon, like fragranced body right now.
You really want to know?
No, not really. But, like, I'm just, you seem like, you had a hard clean today.
A hard clean?
Hard clean. You
Like,
look so fancy.
You think I was in there, like, for 3 hours? Just
I'm trying to pay a compliment. It looks
scrubbing
just scrubbing away
until like a whole layer of skin comes off.
No, you know what it is? New hair. You're going more wavy with the hair.
It's
That's
just
what
longer.
Okay.
I'm actually getting a haircut on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, you're just at the pinnacle.
I already set my
Dude,
appointment.
Let it grow, man. I think you got some potential. It would be loud. You would make
You should see what happens if I don't put stuff in it. It's ridiculous.
Is it like an afro almost?
I've got a total Jufro, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's loud, and that's not your personality type. That's like kind of a crutch to start conversations, right? And I would
fro?
Yeah, well, a fro, that hairstyle.
Oh, yeah.
And you always tone it down.
Yeah.
Because you got to rock a fro. It's difficult. Like it takes a lot of work.
Pick at it.
Yeah, but no, as far as your personality though, you know,
Yeah.
you can't just phone it in if you got to you talk to a guy with a fro and he's just a dick or he's not all that personable. It's like, dude, you got the wrong hair.
You got to be like Disco Stew.
Yeah. Disco Stew does not advertise.
Yeah. Your goldfish are dead in your platform shoes.
Well, I don't know if we're stalling too much, but I did watch a volleyball match today. I just wanted to ask you a really quick question. My niece just killed it today.
No, I will not buy chocolate to raise money for the team.
No, that was my second. That was all right. How did you know, man? I was like, all right. First, you're gonna reel them in, okay? You're gonna paint a beautiful picture of youth volleyball. And then you're just going to get him in the end where he's totally enraptured by your story. No, I'm not going to charge you. I had a question about youth sports and like the desire to, the discipline and the desire to win. You want to win. All right. My niece is 12 now and she rocked it today. She had her first overhand serve and she nailed it 2 in a row. Boom, boom. And she'd been working on it. She didn't think she could, get it over the net. And she'd never used it in a game before. Today was her first time, and she nailed it. She crushed this overhand serve. I was so proud of her. It was awesome. Here's the thing. The scorekeeper wasn't paying attention at all.
What the fuck? I would be pissed.
Wasn't paying attention. And I was like, I asked her mom, like, that's not the score. Like they just scored 2 in a row and they ain't marking it. What's going on? It's like, well, they don't like to draw too much attention to that, because the girls that, want to keep score.
What?
This scorekeeper was watching every match except for my niece's match. It was ridiculous.
They don't want to draw attention to how you
the
win
parents
the
are
game?
Like, yeah, we don't really win or lose. We kind of keep score. And this is 12. When I was like my teacher, my coach, man, I was the kind of more disciplinarian technique, which I really don't perform well under that kind of. I feel like it's too much nerves when it's like, it's a drill sergeant. But there should be like a fine, like a middle ground.
There's a difference between being a drill sergeant and like excelling at something. How are you going to excel at something if there's no path to victory?
Would you say, I think there's no doubt that the drill sergeant approach to coaching is on the top echelon of strategies for getting your clients or whatever to learn the sport and to want to win.
I
right?
don't think so.
But the best coaches were the ones you're like, man, God, Chris Rob's dad's a cool guy. Like, I don't want to let him down. I feel this unity. There's got to be like
Bill Belichick isn't a drill sergeant. He's just a smart strategist.
He's scary,
you
though.
need somebody.
He is a very intimidating
figure.
figure.
He's intimidating, but you think he's like, Tom, you're going to run 50 fucking laps, you piece of shit.
No, yeah. So I'm not saying that's extreme.
You need just like a smart, intelligent person as your coach that could like figure out what the strengths and
that's
weaknesses
what's unfortunate.
of the team
and that's what's unfortunate, because that's a great point. And what's unfortunate is great coach, just totally present and like analyzing every false move or something like that. Great team. They loved each other. They were like they communicated really well. But the organization, and I'm not going to say the name, sucked. They weren't treating it like a sport. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
The funding, like the scorekeeping, the scoreboards. There's no electronic scoreboards or anything like that. It's like. That was what's wrong. Like the coach definitely cared, and was, no, you're not doing it right in teaching. But like the organization should have tournament play where there are winners and there are losers, because these are old enough girls, 12 years old, where we have trophies because we won. We don't all get trophies. And it's a trite thing to say, but I kind of watched it in action. Her mom's livid. Like she's a gamer. She's like, God, she's not even keeping score right. What's going on? It's like she wants to win. She's a winner, and that's what sports is about, and it instills grit, and it's lacking here. You know what's something super cool, though? My niece and her buddy were the only 2 people out of all those girls playing volleyball that were wearing Converse. I thought it was pretty cool, old school.
Is there enough support?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, super uncomfortable shoe, though. It's pretty cool, but you're going to learn really quick that that's the worst possible shoe you could wear for volleyball.
Yeah.
Anyone that says Converse are comfy, full of crock.
They're comfy if you're, not doing anything.
Yes.
If you're going to go to Disneyland,
but then when you start,
don't wear your Converse.
Exactly, because you'll bleed. It starts rubbing up like the sock kind of. Yeah. God forbid if there's a hole in your sock.
Dude, if I go to like a theme park, I wear my running shoes because I know I'm just going to be on my feet all day. I need the cushion.
Yeah,
I need the support.
All right, so you're. I just wanted to ask that real quick because you're with me with that. It was a little
when Owen is old enough to do sports. If it's some sort of league where they're pulling this bullshit, you bet your ass I'm taking him out of it.
Nice.
I really just want to get him into jiu-jitsu because when you lose, somebody chokes the fuck out of you, and that's how you know you lost. If you didn't tap, you'd be dead.
See, that's a little extreme. All right, so we got to find middle ground here. That's the key.
He's going straight in.
Wow, but
well, if he wants to. But dude is doing neck bridges like every day. He's going to be like Brock Lesnar. I'm telling you. So. Like every time I change his diaper or you put him on his back on the ground, he bridges on his head.
I hope he's the next Brock Lesnar so much. You know who has the best life?
He's going to have a thick ass neck by the time he's 3.
Wow.
Like I don't do babies do this? Because I tell people that he does this and they're like, what the hell? Really?
Wow.
Neck bridges.
Wait, like he's cranking them out. He's doing reps? Like, is he counting them off? Or you're like counting them off?
You lay him on his back and he just like goes onto his head and he's just like lifting up and then he'll kind of move.
He's trying to
he'll like lift up some more.
He's learning what gravity is all about. He's like, wait, how do you hold your head properly? Which I still don't know.
How do you hold your head?
Holding your head high is like really painful for me.
You're always just looking at your dick.
There's my dick. Hello there, penis. I pee out of you.
So was your mom at the volleyball game?
No, she wasn't. My mom was in the Canary Islands with Tyler with the T.
The Canary Islands?
Yes.
Weren't they just in
I got
Cancun?
Yeah, they were. I got a freaking postcard from
What the hell goes on at the Canary Islands?
Oh, it's very exotic.
Is it? Like,
Yeah.
I never hear anybody
the
going
Canary
to the Canary
Islands is one of the top.
It's like
Dude, it's
Virgin
like in Spain.
Islands. Yeah, I hear Bahamas, Bermuda.
It's close to Africa.
Fiji?
No. You wear white pants and wear. They're having whatever. According to this postcard, they're having a great time. It says here, archipelago. My
Archipelago.
oh, this is fun. Archipelago. My tropical white wine sangria. Love Kathy with a K and Tyler with a T. They sound happy to me, man.
Well, you're taking this well.
Look at this picture. It looks like it's a very exotic place.
Oh, my God.
They're traveling the world now. It's amazing.
Tyler is wearing a very revealing swimsuit.
It's the European style because they're in Spain, and I think it looks pretty good.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but look at the smile on my mom's face.
you guys are like
look at the smile. Have you ever seen my mom smile like that?
So if they get married,
Look at the smile on Tyler's face.
if they get married and your frenemy is going to be your stepdad, what's that going to be like?
We'll deal with it when it happens. But right now, you know what? So be it. Look at this. Look at this. How can I deny their happiness? Look at how soft Tyler's features have become.
I just can't stop looking at that swimsuit, man.
I've moved past what it was, which I thought was just lust, and now it becomes like this is love right here.
Yeah, that's definitely
So I'm sorry, I can't.
some sort of love. I mean, real life, it's like pro wrestling, man. This is like an angle, and there was a news story. I hope I can just blow your mind with this right now. Because there was a story in the news that is basically a wrestling
There
angle
was a story in the news?
come to life.
That was annoying.
Okay, you ready? New Pro Football League sets 2019 debut with CBS Sports packed. Charlie
I'm sorry.
Ebersol
Yeah, I've heard it.
made a documentary about why the XFL failed.
Dick Ebersol's son.
Now he's set to launch an 8-team pro football league in 2019 with a CBS Sports broadcast deal and a roster of ex-NFL players in executive and advisory roles a year ahead of WWE Chairman Vince McMahon's planned XFL reboot.
Unbelievable.
Charlie Ebersol also is joining forces with his father, longtime sports media exec Dick Ebersol, who will serve on the league's board and previously teamed with McMahon for the XFL's one-season run on NBC. Dick Ebersol led NBC Sports for more than 2 decades and created Sunday Night Football in partnership with NFL, along with establishing the Peacock's Olympic coverage.
Wait, 1 year? Saturday night's main event was on NBC longer than 1 year. They had partnered longer than
XFL.
They're only. I thought they were giving the backstory of his relationship with Vince McMahon. So that was just the XFL they're referring to, not their
They
history.
said XFL's one-season run.
Okay,
They
well,
didn't mention Saturday night's main event. This is
okay,
a
because that was a long
legitimate
relationship.
sports story.
I know. Well, no, but that's a legitimate part of his
but
career.
They just
he
make
jumped
this,
ship.
They just make this fucking documentary where the two of them are like having dinner together, and they're like, "Oh, we're good friends.
Let's do it together."
You're one of my Vince. You're one of my best friends."
Yeah,
And then he's like, "Thank you." He was like holding back tears.
they probably watched it back and like, we look like a couple of pussies.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Dick? Like, yeah, that's not me. That's not how I want to be remembered.
Hey,
I
Dick.
hate you.
Dick, I fucked your wife after WrestleMania 2.
Wow. I don't. Okay, when Charlie Ebersol made the rounds and promoted the XFL documentary, I don't remember any kind of vitriolic relationship with Vince McMahon and him. It seemed like they saw eye to eye.
I mean,
maybe
Vince
I missed
McMahon
the
participated
subtleties,
in the
but he's going in
thing.
direct competition.
Yeah. Like,
That's just
what the hell?
unbelievable. You know what? Okay. What have we
He
learned?
swerved him. He's Ted Turnering Vince McMahon.
What have we learned about professional wrestling? It's only good when you have competition. This is Vince McMahon's idea. He's learned so much from WWE just being its own entity. He's like, this is boring. Let's make our own league within our league and call it a brand split. And no one's chasing WWE. Yeah. You think he's afraid of the indies? He's like,
I'm
no
gonna
one
make
is going to. You know what'll make my XFL better? Another one.
Two XFLs.
Two of them at the same time.
I never thought I would say I need two XFLs.
We're gonna be. It'll be on Monday nights, and we're just gonna be going back and forth from NBC to USA. Like, oh my god, this is unbelievable! And they like keep tabs on it. It was like, oh, that was a high spot. We gotta counter with the high spot. They'll give away like
they're gonna
results.
start. They should just work football games, man.
Yeah.
Just work it.
Exactly. They'll give away scores. The Prospectors lost by 14 points on that other league that doesn't play live.
This was crazy. It's like Vince McMahon sold a shitload of stock so he could be like the number one investor in the XFL.
Yeah.
He'd like put like, I think like $90 million of his own money or something.
He's up to something.
To start this league?
He's up to something, and this is...
And now this happens?
This is all part of it.
This is a slap in the face from a good friend.
I know. What a great story, right? Dude, you Mark. You call me a Mark.
So you think WrestleMania 35, it'll be Eversol versus McMahon in like a new battle of the billionaires?
Yeah, with Umaga representing Bobby Lashley.
Umaga's dead.
Yeah, well, rest in peace.
Well, before we get into the big game, it is WrestleMania season, and if you're a fan of this show and you haven't seen it yet, go on YouTube, type in The Sunday Night Wars. It's our personal love letter to the sport of professional wrestling, and I want to make it a yearly WrestleMania tradition. Watch this 20-minute short on wrestling.
Well, we better fix the sound quality then if you want to make it a 20-year tradition. Can we remaster it?
Well, I mean, we'll go back and make a special edition.
Wow. Yeah, we did that like a year ago. Isn't that funny how quickly a year passes?
Yeah.
Feels like yesterday.
I know.
Weird. And you said it best, like when you're not, not to sound depressing or anything or bleak, but when you're not truly, like during junior high, I desperately looked forward to the summer. Like I'd never looked forward to anything more in my entire life. And that made September last a lifetime. That made October, well, at least Halloween's coming up. That would expand time, how relative it is. When you don't really have that iconic epic thing, well, I mean, now we have WrestleMania. That's exciting.
That's the only thing I live for now.
Pretty much. It's like, I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania. Yeah.
Most of the time it sucks.
But when it's, it always sucks. But I love that time of year.
But usually I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be good this year.
But that's an example.
I've been saying that a lot. I'm like, oh, it's going to be good.
See,
look at all these angles.
Because I'm anticipating. Yeah. But I think this applies because I'm still anticipating WrestleMania 34. And it's making the weeks longer.
Yeah. I can't think of a WrestleMania that I anticipated this much.
Yeah.
And since I was a kid.
Isn't time kind of slowing down a little bit now? Do you know what I mean?
It feels like
it was
this
your
build
idea.
has been a while. Yeah.
It's your idea too, but like when you don't have like that point that you're seeking after, then time just kind of just goes away. The weeks just become another week and boom, 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 boom. And and especially looking at a child, your child,
watching him grow before my eyes.
How he's changed. He changes every time I see him. He gets bigger and he's going to grow and time will become a month and then month will become a year. It's like,
I always say at one point he's going to challenge my dominance of the pack, kick my ass and then take over.
I hope, dude, God. You know who has the best life in the world? the friend of Brock Lesnar's dad that knew him since he was a baby, and could just mess with him. And he's like, quiet, uncle, whatever. You know what I mean? That relationship with Brock Lesnar, like I knew you when you were
the
a
guy
baby.
that like tossles Brock's
tousled.
flat top.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I was 35 when you were just a little baby, dude. You get away with more stuff like messing with. I hope he becomes a monster. I hope you got the next Brock Lesnar on your hands.
Isn't it crazy that Brock Lesnar can't not have a flat top? He's got like the just biggest head. Like no other haircut would look normal on him.
That's true.
He has to always wear a flat top.
Yeah, I don't cut my hair. It's just,
Yeah,
it's like Joe Dirt's beard.
What if he
grows like that?
Yeah.
I haven't cut my hair.
What if it just grew straight up? He has to just keep like
go full kid and
out.
play. No, I got full kid and play. I got to even it out after every.
Yeah, he always has to have a flat top.
That's a good point. What would he look like? There's got to be some meme out there with him with like a perm or something like that.
You could just look it up right now.
Yeah. Well,
all right, well, let's get into it. We got to do our part 2 of our Wrestlemania Trivia. Our Wrestlemania. I've had nothing to drink except coffee.
No, I was just saying. I hope your performance of that intro bleeds into your performance of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm scared.
You are up to a commanding lead. You are
know.
up 8-5.
But I know you, and you're gonna try to screw me here. You're gonna just ask me some more bullshit questions, like your stupid fielding question and your Mighty Ducks question that has nothing to do with the actual event.
Okay, first of all, the Mighty Duck question, that was...
I got it right.
You obviously were going to get it right. How is that screwing you? That's screwing me.
No, but it has nothing to do with wrestling. With WrestleMania.
This is fine. You know what? I'm going to go back.
You fucking dick.
And I'm going to open up that question because I think it was fine.
It was
about
that it was at the pond, and then you asked me what's the name of the Ducks mascot.
Yeah. WrestleMania 12 took place. I connected wrestling with your love of Mighty Ducks hockey.
I guess so.
That was for you. I knew you knew the answer. Like that was I screwed myself.
So you gave me that one, but then you screwed me with the fielding question, and then I guilted you into asking me a real question, and I knew the answer.
Okay, but I had another question prepared. When I said I'm just coming up with this, I kind of had a backup.
You were
question.
pretending.
Yes.
Oh, you're a good
That was
actor.
a work.
You worked
right?
me. Yeah, WrestleManias 18 through 33, they're just a blur. They all blend in together to me. Like the like undercard of all of these WrestleManias, especially in the mid-20s, it's just so unremarkable.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that'll come to my benefit because I was genuinely nervous about our trivia questions we came up with for WrestleManias 1 through 17 because that's, as we said,
in our wheelhouse.
That's our bread and butter right there.
Yeah.
So
And
I was
still
super
did poorly.
duper nervous.
I got 8, you got 5.
Yeah, I am still. I think about like God, Nicole Bass. I knew that like every day. So I'm embarrassed about that. These, unless you construct really difficult questions. But yeah, I was nervous, and that affected my performance. Dick Ebersol.
Mike Ryan, in your head.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing zombie. Dick Ebersol. He
Dick
called
Enberg.
Dick Enberg. Look, that was not a very flattering rendition of zombie.
Rest in peace, Dolores O'Riordan.
Rest in peace, Dolores O'Riordan, and she had a beautiful voice, and that's just my impression of it.
Well, let's get into it because it took our freaking last game was like an hour long. So
yeah. Well, what does the winner get here? We get
bragging rights.
Okay, good enough. No kitty cat air freshener. Some meow blibs.
I'm gonna give you the shattered dreams at your WrestleMania party if I win.
Yeah, bragging rights is cool.
Shattered dreams.
Love it.
Remember the shattered dreams?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put your legs up on each rope, and I'm gonna run and kick you right in the balls.
Yeah, but where would I be? Where would you prop me?
I'm gonna make you do the splits between 2 chairs, Jean-Claude Van Damme style.
I can't do that.
I'm gonna make you do it, man.
Those chairs better be pretty close together. My splits are standing.
Okay,
I'd
you'll
just
be standing
shoulder width apart.
Standing on 2 chairs. I'm gonna get on a ladder, and then I'm
Hell
gonna
no.
kick you right in the balls.
No, I'm gonna stand shoulder width apart so you can't kick up that high. You look like an idiot. Shit. So, but that's more of a punishment. I just wanted to know what the winner gets.
That's what I would get.
No.
That's my prize.
That makes me not want to play. Bragging rights it is. That's all we need. We don't need anything bigger than that. That's going to be huge. I'm going to carry this around all year when I come back and win.
Does it matter?
I don't think it matters. You go first.
WrestleMania 18. DDP defeated Christian to retain the only singles title he ever held in WWE. What is that title?
Okay, well, it's either the Intercontinental Championship belt or the United States title. Oh, man. He just feels like... He feels like an Intercontinental Champion to me, but I'm going to say that was a match for the United States title.
Incorrect.
Damn it! Intercontinental?
Incorrect.
European?
Yep.
Oh, no!
I don't think they even started using the U.S. title at this point.
Yeah, they did. This was like right around that time.
No, I think they kind of waited a little bit before they started utilizing it.
Really?
Yeah.
This was still
kind of like right when
British Bulldog.
The invasion happened around 17-ish, but they didn't start really bringing a lot of the main WCW guys in until later.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not. I mean, I'll look it up. Maybe I'm wrong, but
yeah, I don't know what the inception of the inaugural year of the U.S. title was.
Well, let's keep going.
No, I think we should
ask your question.
I think we should linger on your question a little longer.
Ask your question.
God. The last WrestleMania under the WWF brand, what dastardly act did The Undertaker resort to finally convince Ric Flair to accept his challenge at WrestleMania 18?
Oh, he beat the shit out of David Flair.
Nice. I would have... Correct. Very good. I thought you were going to say Reed for some reason. So it was the David.
No.
The fact that you knew David Flair.
Reed probably wasn't old enough at that time.
I'm going to get clobbered, man. This shattered dreams are going to... I'm already feeling it.
WrestleMania 19. Booker T hit a finishing move against Triple H that was part of his arsenal in WCW, but he rarely used it in WWE. What was that move called?
It had the word sucka in it, I want to say. It was the twirly twirl thing.
The spinneroonie?
It was the spinneroonie dooney.
That's all he does in WWE.
I know it was some sort...
I said rarely used in WWE.
Oh, God. I want to say it was something like a guillotine kick. I don't know. I said I wasn't
the Harlem Hangover. He would go on the top rope and do a flipping leg drop. He did it a lot in his younger days in WCW, but he stopped doing it in
that
WWF.
Sucks that I forgot that. That sucks.
He even got a holy shit chant, a small holy shit chant for doing it.
I'm so ashamed of myself. How many leg drops did it take for Hogan to put away Vince McMahon?
2. 3. Damn.
Still 5-9. I feel like I'm going to get shut out, dude. This sucks.
WrestleMania 20. Eddie Guerrero lied, cheated, and stole his way to the WWE Championship. What sneaky tactic did he use to retain his title against Kurt Angle?
Okay, Vicky Guerrero was involved. No.
You have no idea.
I'm going to say the old foot on the ropes for leverage pinfall.
No. He loosened his boot so that when Kurt Angle did the ankle lock on him, his whole boot came off. And then Kurt Angle was like, huh?
That's
and
pretty
then he
clever.
got rolled up.
Wow. That's great. That's a good finish. A love triangle sparked the feud between former best friends Chris Jericho and Christian going into WrestleMania 20. Name the WWE diva involved in this angle. You're already smiling.
Trish Stratus.
Shoot.
The world is mine.
10-5. I can't. The point here, I'm not even going to be able to make this interesting. I might already be mathematically eliminated.
I thought I was throwing you some softballs here, man.
Yeah, I'm really embarrassed.
WrestleMania 21. Undertaker defeated Randy Orton to reach blank and 0 in his streak.
Oh, okay. Well, this should be easy. I'm going to have to do a little math, though. So his first WrestleMania was against Jimmy Snuka at WrestleMania
20.
7.
19.
7, 8,
18,
9, 10, 11,
17,
12, 13, 14,
16,
15, 16, 17, 18,
14.
19, 20. 20-0! 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 15.
It's 13.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, WrestleMania 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. He skipped a couple WrestleManias? Oh, okay. Well, fuck me. 21. WrestleMania goes Hollywood for the 21st
You should have
installment.
just counted backwards.
Huh? No,
Because
he's...
you know what the streak ended at 21-1.
Yeah, but I used WrestleMania 7 as that mark of number 1, though. So that's on me. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. All right. Name 6 of the 9 classic feature films parodied during the opening segment of this event. 6 of the 9. That's up from 5.
There's Pulp Fiction,
1,
Gladiator,
2,
That's I remember Pulp Fiction and Gladiator are the ones that stick out. West Side Story.
2.
Are you sure there's no West Side Story segment?
Nope.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not. Okay, fine. I'll give it to you then. Fine. Because of that, 4 of 9. You only have to name 4 of 9 now, and you already have 2.
The Godfather.
And you only have 2.
I'll give you this one.
Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Braveheart, Few Good Men, Dirty Harry, When Harry Met Sally, Taxi Driver, Basic Instinct, and Gladiator.
Pretty sure there was a West Side Story.
Not in the opening segment.
Not in the opening segment, but I think somewhere in there.
Okay. That was a dumb question.
Okay. WrestleMania 22. The official theme song for WrestleMania 22 sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the usual nu metal BS WWE chooses every year. Because it's an 80s pop hit. Name the artist and song title.
So it's not Crack Addict by Limp Bizkit. So this year was 2006. Describe for me it was an 80s pop hit.
It's way different than all the other ones because it's an old song from the 80s.
Old song from the 80s.
And it played throughout the show. They even titled the show
2006.
the title of this song. Like the theme of the show was the title of this song.
God, I don't know what the theme was of this song though, or of this show.
Man, I thought this was an easy one too.
It was like Hell's Bells.
No.
Was it AC/DC though?
No.
I don't know.
I said an 80s pop hit.
Oh,
AC/DC
I wasn't
is
listening.
Not pop.
Oh, 80s pop. Oh, Michael Jackson. It was Beat It.
You don't actually listen to the question.
No, I did, but then I forgot.
Big Time by Peter Gabriel.
Oh man!
Big Time! I'm on my way. I'm making it.
I should have rewatched some of
This
these.
year, WrestleMania goes big time.
That's right. Big time. Oh, that's right. The theme was growing up. Dang it. Yeah. They'd have like a kid Booker T and then an adult Booker T.
Yeah.
I am so stupid. I'm unable to like connect thoughts right now.
You're going to kill yourself after this, I think.
might. I feel stupid. This was your idea. I'm going to be down for a long time after this, man.
WrestleMania's canceled.
The Hall of Fame class of 2006 was one of the greatest of all time in my book. Before introducing them to the crowd at WrestleMania 22, Howard Finkel discloses that a particular inductee felt uncomfortable making an appearance. Who was this class of 2006 no-show?
Bret Hart.
I feel like crying.
I
feel
actually
like crying.
watched the Vince versus Shawn match. Great match. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's
The
brutal.
chair shots that Vince McMahon takes from
It's
Shawn
brutal.
Michaels.
Yeah, and the unveiling of the Health and Fitness magazine,
Yeah.
only to be hit over the head with it.
Yeah.
It was great. I preferred this match over the Hogan.
The Hogan one.
There were so many.
But the
great,
Hogan one has the iconic.
It does.
Bloody-faced Vince looking, like peeking his head over the
But there
ring
were
apron.
so many matches where Vince was putting over the old retired superstar, and I think this was the best one of them.
WrestleMania 23. This WWE film's release that was reviewed in an episode of Squared Circle Cinema was plugged heavily throughout the broadcast of WrestleMania 23, and the film's premiere was included as part of the WrestleMania 23 festivities. Name that film.
Stone Cold Steve Austin in The Condemned.
Correct.
Thank God.
You got one.
Yeah, because it involved me.
What's the score?
You didn't need to give me that hint, though, by the way. Like, I actually saw that segment. I remember that segment.
What's the score now?
The score is now 6-11.
Okay.
Ryan maintaining his commanding lead. In an 8-man tag match, the ECW Originals squared off against the New Breed. Because naming all 4 members of the ECW Originals would be a piece of cake for you, I'm going to ask you to name me one member of the New Breed.
One member of the New Breed. Sylvain Grenier.
What?
Wasn't there like a guy named like Sylvain Grenier?
Sylvain Grenier?
Yeah.
Elijah Burke, Kevin Thorne, Marcus Corvon, and the one I thought you were going to get, Matt Stryker.
Okay. WrestleMania 24.
Do you want to talk about it?
What piece of human garbage was the host of WrestleMania 24?
WrestleMania 24, that's Mayweather Big Show. Piece of human garbage. Oh, okay. Was he the host end in the match? So I'm going to... Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm going to say Donald Trump.
Incorrect.
Oh my gosh, Kim Kardashian. Did I get it in time? No.
I mean,
Kim
if
Kardashian. I remember it. I remember the interview segments now.
I'll give it to you.
You don't have to.
It's a mercy point. Go ahead. Mark your 7.
Okay.
At least you said it.
I said it in time.
Don't say, I'm not nice to you.
Thank you for your mercy kill.
WrestleMania 25. For the first time in 7 years.
So we're just going to skip my questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
Yep, you only get a mercy point if we skip your next question.
Go.
It was billed as the greatest fighter in the world versus the largest athlete in the world. 400-pounder squared off against the boxing champion of the world in what weight class?
Well, he's had titles in multiple weight classes.
I'm saying at this time. He was the reigning champion of the world in what weight class?
Welterweight?
Correct. It's the Booker T finisher that's like really devastating for me. I know.
WrestleMania 25.
WrestleMania 25.
For the first time in 7 years, the Intercontinental title was defended at WrestleMania. Sadly. Who wrestled and what was the result?
Dude, DDP is in this match. I'm feeling it. Christian went over on DDP for the IC title.
Oh, God. Yeah. No.
Oh.
Rey Mysterio beat JBL in 21 seconds.
Oh, yeah, and then JBL quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I quit. How long did that last? Did he come back to do commentary?
No, I think he basically retired. It was a 21-second match because he couldn't wrestle anymore. His body was done.
But when did he... Okay, he quit, and then he immediately went into commentating.
I think, yeah, relatively shortly.
The match that followed the WrestleMania Classic between Shawn and Taker was a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship as Edge defended his title against John Cena and The Big Show. Being the wife of Edge and the lover of Big Show, Vicky Guerrero was heavily featured in this match. Confined to a wheelchair, she was pushed to the ring by who?
Oh. Chavo?
God damn it.
Man, that was a total guess.
7-13.
I'd guess that for real.
6.
I just did like math. Who would be her bitch? Probably Chavo.
Very good. Well done.
WrestleMania 26. Who was the special guest referee in the Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon debacle?
Can I read my question next?
Is it the same one?
Yet another no-holds-barred match between Vince McMahon and a WWE legend. Vince battled Bret Hart in a pretty unsatisfying contest. Who was the special guest referee for this bout? All right.
Well,
This just got worse.
I called him the king of sharts.
Bruce Hart. That's pretty funny.
He's the worst Hart.
The king of sharts.
Yeah.
That was preposterous. Like, what was Vince thinking? Getting all the Hart family together?
Yeah. And then he was like, I bought them all. And then Bret's like, well,
we
actually
were talking.
we talked about what
them.
you said, and now they're got me. They're behind me now, Vince.
But you know what's cool about wrestling and, like, forgiveness in general? That in no way tarnishes Bret Hart's legacy.
I just wish it never happened,
it
because
never
I
happened.
think about it and I get sad.
And
Like,
as
why?
soon as he crossed, as soon as he entered Bret Hart, and you see him going down the aisle, jean shorts.
in jean
it's like,
shorts.
out, done. This is going to suck.
And he
Damn
could
it.
barely do anything. Like, he barely did anything.
Did he just put on, like, a lot of lower body weight or something?
It was
It's like-
because of his. I mean, he had a stroke.
No,
Like, his
no.
equilibrium is
Why
all
didn't he
fucked up.
wear the pink and black attack, man?
Dude, he probably can't lift weights or anything.
No.
He had to, like, wear baggy clothes. Like, he had a stroke.
Yeah, but no. What he should have done was wore the tights with a t-shirt over that. That would have been fine.
Maybe his legs are just
What
really.
happens?
I mean, he's fucked up, man.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry. I guess that was
We
insensitive.
both. I guess this is a wash since we both had the same question.
Yes. So we're gonna go straight to WrestleMania 27.
Snoop Dogg hosted an American Idol-esque contest during the show. Name at least 2 of the performers during his segment. He had a bunch of wrestlers.
Yeah. Okay.
Go up and
name at
perform
least
for him.
2. All right. How about? Can I just name a bunch, or if I get one wrong? Because I just want to go like Molly Holly, Natalia. I want to go like
I'll give you.
Sunny.
I'll give you 5 chances.
I want to go let's see.
You said Molly Holly and
I
Natalia.
said Molly Holly and Natalia.
No.
Okay, fine. Rosa Mendez.
No.
Oh God, who was? Oh, Kelly.
No.
Oh my God, Jackie.
No.
Alicia Fox.
No.
Okay, Brie Bella.
The Bella Twins. Yeah.
That's 2.
But you already passed your 5.
Shit,
So-
who was in that?
William Regal, the Great Khali, Beth Phoenix, Zack Ryder, Chris Masters, Yoshi Tatsu, Hornswoggle, and the Bella Twins.
Okay. From the Georgia Dome, WrestleMania 27 was dubbed the biggest WrestleMania ever and marked the last match ever for which WWE superstar?
The last man. Oh, Shawn Michaels.
Edge.
Oh, damn. I think you're going to have trouble with this one. So I'm going to change it to name 2 members. And I'll give you the same thing. You get 5 chances. In the brand battle, there was a Raw versus SmackDown multi-person tag match. Who were the members of Team Teddy? That's Team SmackDown. So it was Team Johnny, John Laurinaitis versus Team Teddy, Teddy Long. Name me 2 members of Team Teddy.
I want to say it was that the All-American Tag Team. It was the... Who was the tag team that rolled with Kurt Angle? Because I know that's probably a right answer, but I'm not going to say that.
Nope.
Okay.
That's 1. And, yeah, that was, like, way before this. We're already getting closer to kind of...
Oh, yeah,
when
that was
we
like
started
2001,
watching.
wasn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah, you're right.
That's 1.
Okay. Booker T.
Yes.
What year is this again? I just tell me the date. I just need to know the date.
I don't know.
Fuck.
I mean, it was 28.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't care anymore. I just really want to get this right.
Well, you only got one strike so far. You got 4 more chances.
Chavo Guerrero.
Nope.
Was Chris Benoit dead? Dean Malenko.
Nope.
Rey Mysterio Jr.
Nope.
Batista?
Nope. Kofi Kingston.
Randy Orton?
Nope. Kofi Kingston, the Great Khali, R-Truth, Zack Ryder, Booker T, and Santino.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that took so long. I feel like crying. I just cannot think. I'm so removed right now. I'm so defeated that I'm not thinking. I feel embarrassed. Like my ego is crushed right now.
Would you say your dreams are shattered?
No, don't start.
Because this is the equivalent of me doing
In
that
a singles match for the WWE Championship, CM Punk faced Chris Jericho. Name the submission hold Punk used, resulting in Y2J's tap out.
Oh, come on, man. The Anaconda Device.
I mean, it's not his main finisher, so I thought maybe you wouldn't get it.
He used it as his submission. That's like his
I was
signature
never
submission.
really that good in remembering finishers, their names. I was
Really?
good as a kid, but not like after
Oh.
a certain point.
It was I'm not Chris Jericho. CM Punk is kind of what got me interested in wrestling again.
Yeah.
When
okay.
he did his pipe bomb and stuff, I saw it online and I was like, maybe I should
Okay. That's
watch this guy. So, WrestleMania 29. Which politician read the dedication to WrestleMania 29? It's like right at the beginning.
cool. Chris Christie.
You got it. He says, "Welcome to my home. Welcome to WrestleMania."
Welcome to my home, New York, New Jersey.
Yeah. But he says, "Welcome to my home. Welcome to
Welcome.
WrestleMania." He lives at WrestleMania.
He lives at WrestleMania 29. That's awesome.
That's his home. And then the theme song was, "I'm coming home. I'm
Oh
coming
yeah,
home.
that's a good
Tell
one.
the world I'm coming home."
That's a good. See, that's what I want. That's why I don't remember freaking big time. It's like, come on, Peter Gabriel.
Big time.
No, I like
I'm
those
on my
pop
way.
songs, like the WrestleMania 30
Peter
one.
Gabriel, Big Time is a pop song.
No. I mean, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. It's an 80s pop song. It's not AC/DC. But I mean, like pop songs currently.
Okay.
You know, it's like, because it's just music that I disgust, right? I have absolute disdain for, really. But for some reason, married to WrestleMania,
I like the
I'm
one
like,
for
oh, cool.
WrestleMania 31 for sure.
Yeah, WrestleMania
But
31 was amazing.
WrestleMania 32 is Flow
Okay,
Rida.
well, exactly. But I'm coming home as an example of that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, all right, this will get me in the right mood.
Okay, ask your question.
Standing on the entrance stage, waving American flags, which reserve military force welcomed us all to WrestleMania 29?
It was the National Guard
Of
New Jersey.
correct. All right, let's do some math here. Okay, I think it's math time.
No,
All right.
we got to keep playing.
I know, but it's 15-8, right? And there are 4 questions left. All right. So
Yeah.
using my fingers, I'm going to deduce that 8 and then 4 more is 12. So that means I lost a while ago.
Yeah. But we could still play.
All right. This sucks.
WrestleMania 30.
This is the dumbest idea you've ever had.
These are your redemption questions, man.
This
I know
idea
for a
of your-
fact that this is the network era now. I know for a fact that you watched 30, 31 in person, you watched 32, and 33 with me here at your mother's house.
But now you're just making me nervous, and I can't perform well when I'm nervous.
Name the Japanese jabroni who was first eliminated in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He was the first guy to get eliminated. He's a Japanese jabroni.
Takamichinoku.
Nope. Yoshitatsu.
Okay.
I would never call Takamichinoku a Japanese jabroni.
I thought maybe you didn't like him. There's a lot of people that didn't care for it. I thought he was great. I love Takamichinoku.
No, I thought he was great too.
I thought he came back or something.
Yoshitatsu was just some guy.
Really?
That happened.
It's unfortunate because I thought they brought him back. I really did. All right, well, that's fine. Honored at WrestleMania 30, who was inducted into the celebrity wing of the 2014 Hall of Fame class?
Mr. T.
I'll just give you 2 for that one. Doubling my
man.
score.
I was actually nervous that I was going to do bad, but here I am, totally
ass.
redeeming myself.
And I was
man.
like, I got
I'm
nothing
doing
to be
better
nervous
than
about.
1 through 17.
Yeah. Wow. And I obviously did not prepare, and I should have, because I'm really embarrassed.
WrestleMania 31. Who lost the Intercontinental title in the 7-man ladder match? This guy came in there the champion, did not walk out the champion.
Oh, it was, I think Dean Ambrose came in the champion.
You are incorrect.
Dang it!
It's Bad News Barrett. Wade Barrett. You were there.
I know who won. Daniel Bryan.
That's correct.
Okay.
I was going to ask you that. That's way too easy.
I just got to skip ahead of all this nostalgia pain here because I don't even want to read it.
Come on, read it.
No.
Read it!
I'm not in the mood anymore.
Read it, goddammit!
Oh, what a WrestleMania it was. You and I were 2. At this point, I was like, maybe I'll have tied it up. You and I were 2 of the 76,976 present at Levi's Stadium. We saw... Oh, God. I feel like crying. We saw Sting's first match in the WWE, the greatest RKO of all time. We all know what that move stands for, because we all know a lot about wrestling. We met the Hot Rod shirt guy in the promotional poster, standing in a row, backlit by the red California sky, are 7 WWE superstars. Name them.
I have to name all of them?
Name all 7.
I'm not going to be able to do that. Brock Lesnar.
1.
Roman Reigns.
2.
Seth Rollins.
Incorrect.
Undertaker.
Yes.
John Cena.
Yes.
Randy Orton.
Wait, no, you already got it wrong. What do I do?
But I want to see if I get
No,
it.
you're up 8-16. We're not going to see if you get it.
Okay,
all right?
who
Here's the thing, and I just realized I should have changed my question because I realized this just yesterday. The Wikipedia page has 7 faces, but the official poster, basically, I guess the one on the network, has 8 faces.
Seth Rollins on that one?
Yes.
Then you should give that to me.
No, it wasn't Seth Rollins. I don't even know who it was. I just counted. There was 8.
Well, who was it?
It was Dean Ambrose.
We'll name all of them.
Oh, sorry. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Triple H, Sting, Daniel Bryan, Undertaker.
All right. The jokesters.
No love for Skylar Grey, huh? Performing that official song. I thought maybe you were going to come up with like she was.
I know
amazing.
you like that song.
You know she
Why
was
would
in
I ask you a
2
question about it?
WrestleManias. That's like some Aretha Franklin level right there. She was featured in 2 WrestleManias.
I was surprised you didn't ask a question about Skylar Grey.
I was
you
like,
love
well,
that song.
Put this little note in about Skylar Grey.
You can take a dust from my ego.
You know what's sad though? Watching it back again, I was like, "That's a great performance. That sounded really good." And during the time, we're both like, "Who's this for? Why does anyone like this?" But like watching it on TV, I was like, "Wow, this is so." Like her voice is incredible. You got Travis Barker playing a pretty good drummer.
I like that they played it a lot, but I'm kind of against most live musical performances at WrestleMania. I am. Like,
wasn't that a great performance though? Like it was
okay, I guess. I like the Japanese drummers with Sting better than.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Like I'm okay with live performance if it's for a wrestler coming to the ring.
Yeah, that's
if we're taking a break from the 6-hour show.
Limp Bizkit with Taker.
Because
cool.
this band
I'm fine
has
with
to
that.
play. And like it's a break in the action for a musical performance. I'm against that. Like at WrestleMania 29 with P. Diddy doing his version of I'm Coming Home. No, bro. No.
Yeah.
I'm against it.
And the Kid Rock concert.
Oh, God.
Which WrestleMania was that? It was like 27 or 28.
Just because he did that, he should not be in the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame.
He played like 7 songs. And they were all covers of like these awesome country songs that he just bastardized with his own lyrics. See, like he did Warren Zevon. He did like a
yeah
werewolf
it's
werewolf
of London mashed with Sweet Home Alabama. And the lyrics are, we were smoking funny things. We were doing lots of things. Yeah. WrestleMania 32. The jokesters at WWE decided to not open the doors to AT&T Stadium until the last minute, causing me to miss the entirety of the opening match for the U.S. title. Who wrestled in that match?
Kalisto versus Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto.
You got Kalisto, but it was Kalisto versus Ryback.
Oh, darn it.
It was such a shit show, man. Like,
yeah, what was it? The ticket scanners didn't work?
Yeah, I was just standing outside of the frickin' I think somebody's at the front desk.
No. That's my new clock.
Standing at the gates, waiting to get in at like a normal time. We were tailgating. I was drinking, and it was like, oh, it's time. The event's gonna start in like 20 minutes. They're gonna let us in.
Those ticket scanners.
I had to piss so bad.
Yeah.
So bad, but I'm like, I can't go to the porta potties. They're starting to let people in. I've been standing here in line for like 2 hours.
And then you had to stand in line for another hour.
I went and I pissed in the bushes in front of people, and it was very embarrassing.
Did you make it all the way?
Were
you at the point where like I think there's pee dribble coming out right now?
Yeah, it was painful. Wow. I was like, I'm not going to the porta potties. I'm gonna jump over these bushes and do it.
But unfortunately,
in front of the line.
Wow.
And
they were like,
people were like,
yeah, your shit in.
People were like, yeah.
Was there any
and
chance?
I really
chant?
I'm like, no joke. I think about that all the time, and I like feel shame.
There's nothing you could have done.
I know, but I still think about it.
You shouldn't.
You
found a bush. You know what I saw at an Ozfest? This dude whips out his pecker right in front of me in a concert setting and pees in a red Dixie cup. That is no tact at all. That's just not caring about anybody but yourself. Yeah. You waited until the point of no return, and there it gets to a point where it's either, what's the alternative to peeing my pants? Because that's going to happen in 30 seconds. And so you found a bush. At least you were as discreet about it as possible. And you know what? I wouldn't have like done any cat calls. I would have been like, I can relate. We should have been in line already. You know,
yeah, we should have
been entered. We should have entered this facility already.
I mean, and then it takes you like, because it's such a big place, it takes you like literally 20 minutes to get to the upper levels.
Yeah,
because you're like climbing a mountain. There's no escalator or stairs or anything.
Sometimes
you're just
I'm like,
you know how kind of like at Angel Stadium, you kind of start like going up like a little hill. Yeah, it's like that, but just like
constantly. But it's a loop to loop, right? Angel Stadium has the trussels. Wait, what's that called? The hitchbacks. Yeah. Whereas it looks like that has the circular ones on the corners where you're just going in a circle all the way up.
I think it was a hitchback, but maybe like 3 or 4 times as long.
That's awful.
As,
I'm like, when I gotta pee, I'm like, nah, I'll just get my dinner at 7-Eleven because I don't want to navigate the huge parking lot at Ralph's.
Yeah.
You know?
So they let you in, and I missed the whole first match.
Yeah,
a whole match.
That's terrible.
And when we finally sat down, there was like the next Divas match.
You know what's strange, though? Because I remember watching it on the network at the time. It looked not empty. You know, so that's the first match of the pre-show. So 2 hours before. But it's a match. You have to be there.
It's also an arena that holds like 100,000 people. So
unbelievable.
It could look full and there still be missing like 80,000 people.
Thousands, especially the way they shoot it.
If there's 20,000 people, you're like, it looks full. Because they don't show everybody.
Right. That's amazing. And that's an art form. I saw that it's not on the network, but it's on YouTube, of some Coliseum video release in like 92 at an event at County Stadium in Milwaukee. And it looked like 60,000 people were there, the way they shot it. That's a baseball stadium. And it looked good. Go on the Wikipedia page, something like 22,000 people. Like, they didn't even come close to selling. I don't know, it looks like. So that's unfortunate. What was it, though? I'm sorry to interrupt, but it was like the Google went down or something like that. Their ticket scanner glitched.
Yeah.
It was a problem with the internet, correct?
The scanners weren't working.
That's
at
infuriating.
AT&T Stadium.
How do you recover from that? You're like, all right, this is the worst experience of my life right now. This is not gonna. This is gonna downgrade.
I was there, and I consider it to be one of the worst WrestleManias. I'd say 9, 27, 32.
How dare you lead with 9? You're such a jerk. You didn't have to lead with 9.
I wasn't there, and I believe it's a bad one.
Well, it wasn't
and you
memorable.
only like it because you were there. And I was at 32, and I'm considering it one of the worst.
Okay. So I guess it ties in a little bit, but very unmemorable. But apparently so is professional wrestling in general with me. Leading up to the Hell in a Cell match between Shane McMahon and The Undertaker, Vince McMahon referred to The Undertaker as his instrument of destruction and his what?
Bitch.
17. You just want to... you want to see if you get like 10 more than me.
And the last one.
WrestleMania 33.
During John Cena's marriage proposal to Nikki Bella, he revealed to her that this was not the first time he's popped the question. When was that first time?
SummerSlam? No, okay. Well, it had to have been on Totally Divas. So when or where?
He said, I asked you this question before.
Yeah.
And he told us when he asked it. But he's like, now I'm asking it to you again.
Oh, earlier that day.
No. You were too busy eating.
I was hosting.
Eating some pizza.
Nah, man, I was hosting.
I don't talking to people.
Crap about that WrestleMania.
It was when she was going under anesthesia for her neck surgery. He's like, I know that. He told her, he's like, I know you're not going to
remember.
You're not going to remember this, but I want you to be my wife.
How beautiful! I remember, like, while that moment was happening, there were ladies present at this party. You're like, "Hello, this is for you. This is the beauty here. This is the soap opera."
Rallying the women. Look,
the pageantry.
There's going to be a.
And still, even then, it's like, yeah, but man, that's fine.
Yeah.
Why don't women like professional wrestling more? I just don't understand.
Your mom likes it. It's got to just be me, you, your mom,
Do you
your new
remember
stepdad.
when my sister was hardcore into Marilyn Manson? You want to know who my mom's favorite band at the time was?
Marilyn Manson.
Okay.
She loves you. She loves you.
She loves that we love.
Yeah.
All right. WrestleMania 33. According to Michael Cole, Charlotte's entrance gear was inspired by this bird and symbolizes the full circle of the Flair family at the Citrus Bowl, from her father's farewell match at WrestleMania 24 to her upcoming triple threat match for the Raw Women's title.
A bird?
Bird. Inspired.
A peacock?
Hey, all right. You got 18.
Yeah.
You got like all of those right. Dude, you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got like 9 right. I don't want to talk about a movie now.
You
We've
better
already gone for like an hour.
You better recognize, Mike. Mike, do you recognize that I am the winner?
Does it feel good though? Like that was pathetic.
It feels pretty damn good.
You have beaten me down.
Yeah.
That was a rout.
This was a squash match. This was John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam with those
what kills me,
million German suplexes.
What kills me is that you thought I would do better than I did. That kills
I
me.
really did. Because I was like, man, I want to make this competitive. It was 8-5. Let me give him a bunch of easy questions.
Yeah.
I totally thought you were going to get the big time Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, I should have gotten that.
I figured you knew like every song because all you care about is the pageantry.
I didn't rewatch any of this. I don't remember these years at all, and I wish I had more time to prepare. I would have gotten big time. I love Peter Gabriel.
No, you didn't get it. You should have gotten it, and you didn't.
All right. I don't want to talk about The Last Witch Hunter.
I don't have a lot to say about
Angle.
it. Let's go into it.
Film number 43 of 5,718.
The Last Witch Hunter.
You know what? I don't like the way, this was your choice. You wanted to watch this movie. I think we need to, put a little flair to our selection process of these movies. Kind of moving forward.
I did bring my urn.
Your urn? You can't bring your urn. You're inside of your urn, so it would be impossible. You don't have opposable thumbs.
I purchased an urn from an undertaker.
Oh, wow. You really did. Beautiful.
I have it right here. I'm holding it up. See
What
it
the
glisten?
heck? Yeah.
And I filled it with all 5,433
Oh, my gosh.
movies.
No! There are movies starring professional wrestlers in that urn?
Their souls
God, how
are
elaborate.
inside of this.
Jeez.
And so we will pull out a soul
You are so dark.
at the end of each episode
Okay.
from my urn.
That's
and
great.
that will be the next
Fine,
movie we see.
Because that makes it a little bit better because, the fact that we chose to watch this, it's kind of like a movie like this. We could have been like, well, hey, that's the way the spirit of the urn goes.
So I excluded
this one, we're just
I
gonna draw
excluded
from the urn?
movies that would coincide with holidays like Halloween or Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And we will
can
not
choose
pull
those.
from the urn if there's a movie in theaters that we really want to see, or for something like the Andre the Giant documentary coming up, something special like that.
That's a great idea. Love it. Perfect.
Okay.
That is...
Last Witch Hunter. You know how I feel about Vin Diesel, and this movie just really confirmed my feelings. Why is this guy a big star? Zero charisma, monotone, terrible actor. I cannot believe this fucking tool is one of the biggest movie stars there is. I've always
He had a
thought
great audition, man.
When he was in Saving Private Ryan, even back then, I was I was a sophomore in high school, I think, when that came out. Saw it in the theater. I was like, man, everyone was good, but that guy wasn't very good.
Yeah, right.
I
That's
swear to
a
God.
retrospective.
No, I swear to God. And then, he started getting big roles.
Tell me
and
Adam
I'm like,
Goldberg was great in
I
Saving
love.
Private Ryan.
Are you fucking kidding me? He's the best part of that movie when he has the knife fight with the guy at the end.
That was him, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot that was him.
You're just making yourself look bad left and right on this episode, man.
No, I just wanted to get a
You
reaction.
besmirched the good name of Adam
Absolutely
Goldberg.
not. I love him as a writer and a director and an actor. I was just getting your goat.
No. I knew back then that Vin Diesel sucked.
Yeah.
And when he started getting bigger roles,
He was noticeably bad in this.
I mean, he
usually
totally
I
phoned
forgive. Like it doesn't. His acting doesn't bother me in the Fast and the Furious franchise at all. I think it fits right in. This was noticeably wow.
Okay, there's one part
Whoa.
where he says, "You killed Dolan. Why?" I actually wrote that down. I was like, this is an example of his line. Like when he goes and finds that guy that was pretending to be the little girl, and then he he turned into like that
That's
Irish
just intensity, though.
tattooed guy. He pushes the guy against a wall, and he's like, "You killed Dolan. Why?"
That's because
just like that.
It was intense.
It was.
I was like, "Whoa, Ryan!"
If it was intense, it would be like,
Tintillating.
"You killed Dolan. Why?
Why
Why did you kill Dolan?
become a Southern guy when you start yelling at people? Why?
Why did you kill Dolan?" No, it was
why'd
you killed Dolan.
Why?
Why?
And you know what? He can't do charm at all. Like when he tries to have that wink, huh?
Oh.
Well, how about
Dude, thank God there was no love scene with him and Ygritte from Great Game of Thrones, because I don't think I could see her the same way, because I love her.
Really?
Like I think she's beautiful. That scene when her
I
and
bet
Jon
you turned it down for you.
when her and Jon Snow fuck in the little like volcanic hot pools.
I'm gonna pop your
In
rod
that
in my
cave?
pussy, Jon Snow.
Yeah. Her ginger minge. Remember that
I'll
guy's
warm
like,
you
yeah,
up.
ginger minge.
I'll warm you up.
I could smell your ginger minge.
Yeah, well, you're cold, but my pussy is fire.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's
Dude, I'm
beautiful.
sorry,
I
and
love
this
her.
is me objectifying women. Aside from Joan and Mad Men, I'm just not a fan of redheads.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I love redheads.
It's
No, she's.
just a type. I don't know.
I love this woman.
Hate
and
to objectify
I am,
here.
I'm glad she's
stating
got
facts.
like a prominent role in this film.
You know
But
nothing.
I'm so glad
You know nothing
she
about my
didn't
pussy, Jon
make
Snow.
out with Vin Diesel or get fucked by him.
They were kind of more like friends, right? They're
Yeah,
buds.
yeah, they were just like coworkers and they friends. Yeah. But there's actually like if it wasn't a Vin Diesel movie and there was a kind of a better script, it could have been a cool movie.
No.
I mean,
Why?
I kind of like how
You know what's a cool movie? Adam Wingard's sequel of Blair Witch. That's how you do witches. Now that's cool. If you're gonna do witches, you better find some fucking footage.
No, what I liked was the kind of secret world that there is amongst us of like witches.
Yeah,
you know, that
I liked that in
Yeah.
this world, humans accept that witches exist. Like witches have always existed. Humans know that, and it's now
I
it's just
thought,
about
like, it
how
was
the
secret,
two.
like that.
No.
Only it was like this secret society that knows that witches exist, but like the normal everyday folk don't.
No, I thought it was
It's like the Catholic Church knows, basically, because that's where like Elijah Wood and Michael Caine
okay.
come in. But like there was like
well, they didn't
'cause
explore
they-
that enough.
no,
then,
they
because
walk
it just
into-
so focused. It was so involved on this community that knows about witchcraft
they
that they didn't explore like Men in
They
Black.
reveal
Were like,
it-
wait a minute, witches exist?
they reveal it like they go into that bakery, right? And it's like, oh, would you like a cupcake? And he's like, oh, thank you. And then they walk to the back. And it's like, oh, the cupcake's made out of bugs. Because, like, the witches run the bakery. So they make it look like
if you
a
knew
nice
that a
cupcake,
bakery was
but it's
run
actually
by
made out of,
witches,
like, bugs.
if you knew
Yeah.
like a bakery,
No, you wouldn't.
you wouldn't go there,
You would just eat the bug.
right?
Because you're like, oh, yeah, they just serve us bugs. They're serving
No,
cupcakes
I just
that are
thought,
actually
like,
made out
humans
of
are
bugs.
just like, I'm sorry, whatever these witches are
And-
doing, this is my favorite cupcake.
When they were, when he first teams up with Elijah Wood, he's like, oh, we'll need a discreet car. And then he has like that Alfa Romeo. And because they needed to be discreet because
I don't have a.
yeah, he needed, he doesn't care about being discreet, but Elijah Wood's like, oh, we got to, keep it under wraps because people don't know that witches exist.
Elijah Wood, that damn turncoat.
Yeah. Oh, and then all the people at the plane in the beginning. When there was like all the turbulence because of those magic stones that the witch had on the plane.
Yeah,
They didn't know it was because of the magic
Oh,
stones.
I think
No, they did not.
They did. You tell me they didn't. There was no witness to whatever that potion was that was rising from the air. The kid watched. There was a kid in the
The kid was
chair in
watching,
front.
and then he winked at the kid, and
He was
the kid
like-
was like, "Oh, okay." And then even the stewardess was like, "Sir, you got to wear your seatbelt," Because she didn't know that he's the last witch hunter, because it's a secret world among us normies.
Okay, what was that bar then?
That's bars
that she worked at.
It's for witches. It's a witch-only bar. Did you watch this movie, Mike?
Yeah, that was great.
Did you fast forward? Did you fast forward
Dude,
to
I so
Kurt
barely watched
Angle's
this.
4 second?
No, I caught it at that
scene?
point. Literally,
It's like 4 seconds.
this is
Do you know what my
briefest
theory?
moment.
Do you know? Yeah, he was wearing some
Nominee.
really nice Hanes. I think they were.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Briefest
Probably because it was a
performance.
nice like bodyguard,
Yeah.
Secret Service kind of suit.
So yeah, this is definitely up for briefest performance based on his
he
Hanes.
probably had boxer brief Hanes.
But my theory is that he did this movie for insurance, because I had read that Terry Funk did a lot of his movies so he could get SAG insurance, because wrestlers like Vince doesn't
pay
for insurance. So a lot of wrestlers will do movies so they could get
So
SAG.
his agent said you got to do
Yeah,
a
so
4.
I mean, fuck, dude's neck is falling off of his head, his broken freaking neck.
Interesting.
He needs
So
insurance.
there must have been a string of
TNA wasn't
movies.
paying insurance.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's in this. He's in Warrior.
Oh yeah, very briefly in that, isn't he? Wait,
He's
how-
like, I think he's a fighter. He's an MMA fighter.
but that makes more sense. Like this is just like he's a
like
stand-in.
2 seconds. Yeah, but yeah,
He's literally an extra in this movie.
dude needs somebody to
That's interesting.
Take care of his
that
neck.
makes perfect sense. So it wasn't
insurance for his
it wasn't for the
rehab
paycheck
stints
for the gig at all. It was
for insurance.
you got to hit your clip, your quota
Yeah.
of appearances in feature films, and you'll
Yeah.
get that. Yeah, that's wow, that's interesting.
What I found really cute was they try to set up a sequel. The end, they're totally setting it up for a sequel, and it's like,
Yeah,
nah,
the music swells.
Nah.
And Michael Caine's like, well, here we go again.
Yeah,
We're back.
Well, they're like, no, you can't stab the heart because then you'll die.
Right.
And
yeah.
we need you.
We need your help.
because there's gonna be darker things than even this witch out there.
What if they do a sequel?
And he's like,
they
okay,
still
well,
might.
All right.
They
well,
still might.
I doubt it.
I don't know if this obviously wasn't a box.
It was
office
like a
hit, 'cause
$90 million
I didn't really ever hear about this.
$90
movie.
million budget. It made like 20 in the U.S. It made its money back in the foreign markets.
Okay. Yeah, because well, we better keep this heart safe then. Hope no one gets to it.
Yeah.
And it would be your Brock Lesnar baby that gets to it. It's like, I don't know. Oh, I bet. Yeah, it would be like a human that finds out for the first time apparently that there are witches, and he tries to get hold of the heart.
Well,
Try doing that with an iPad. Try
yeah.
try doing.
I got my. I can't do
Try,
it.
you know what's? I feel like I could do a Vin Diesel.
Hello, you princes of mine.
Hello.
You kings of New England. Kings of New
yeah.
England.
Try doing that with an iPad.
You could put your Bible on your iPad, dude.
I don't.
You could do that with an iPad,
No, you
but
couldn't.
then
No, you would shatter
you'd
the.
break-
He was
break
hit.
your iPad.
He hit a fly. Yeah. Like
I'd give this
that's a man that would be king.
3.2.
Oh God. Geez. 1-1. Elijah Wood was terrible. I like Elijah Wood.
Yeah, they should have given
His turn was predictable,
They should
and
have
I
given
like
him more.
turns.
No, the moment that they showed that Sentinel thing, like towards the beginning with the Witches Council,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, they're gonna turn against him. He's gonna fight the Sentinel,
Yeah.
and he did.
I mean, I'm stupid, and I figured that out.
So, 2 fun facts. And this fun fact totally contradicts me thinking that Vin Diesel phoned it in, because Vin Diesel has been a Dungeons and Dragons player for many years. He taught Dame Judi Dench on the set of The Chronicles of Riddick. The main character in the movie was partly based on his Dungeon and Dragons character, Melkor,
That's pretty
who
cool.
was a witch hunter. He used one of the third-party Dungeons and Dragons books to create the character class, as he loved being a ranger type, but also likes to use a few spells too.
That's cool. And you're right. Like on the surface, that is a pretty cool story, origin story for a superhero. Here has had the gift or punishment of eternal life because that's what he was cursed. That's what was cursed upon him when he killed this ultimate witch. But he's only survived through the heart of the witch, and if the heart of the witch dies, so too will he. There's a good dichotomy there. There's a cool struggle where it's like, I need to keep my arch nemesis alive because without his heart, I will die. That's ripe for a story, for an origin story in a comic book. So it's a cool character.
Yeah, it's in better hands. It could have been a better movie.
Why didn't I give it it's a cool character. Cool character. Okay, fine. I'll give it a 3. But like, why though?
It was poorly executed.
It was poorly executed, and
poorly written.
I'm not just going to shut down because it's Vin Diesel, because I don't hate Vin Diesel nearly as much as you do, and he was not noticeably bad for me at all in Saving Private Ryan. I saw his first, like one of his reel for acting, and he did like all these different accents. He did a Bronx kind of accents. He did this Guido kind of guy. And it was cool. Like he had range like in this reel of his, and I thought, wow, that's very impressive. But awful in this movie, zero chemistry with anybody really. And Michael Caine, like when you take yourself out of Michael Caine's performance, and just like I was watching him and I'm like, this guy is acting right now. Like, and I never do that with Michael Caine. He had no dance partners at all in this. And CGI was fine.
Second fun fact, Kurt Angle is the third pro wrestler to star in a movie alongside Vin Diesel. The other two being The Rock and Batista.
Thank you for not going, name the other two.
Okay, so let's reach into the urn before we go home here. You want to do the honors?
I don't want to do anything, but go to my bed, curl up in the fetal position, and
you can do that
never
later.
Listen back to this episode.
Pull out the next film to be watched.
Anyway, congratulations for your victory.
Oh, thank you.
I will, because that was I was bludgeoned, I will succumb to the Shattered Dreams production. Where are we going to do that?
Can't wait to shatter
place?
your dreams.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, what movie are we watching next time?
Oh, it's a good one. We're going to watch The Fifth Element.
Ooh,
Came out
nice.
in, 96, I want to say?
Yeah,
Bruce Willis?
The Fifth Element starring Zeus. Tiny Lister.
Yeah, Chris Tucker. I love this movie.
I'm excited.
I have this on VHS.
We finally get to watch a good movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this again. I haven't seen it in like 10 years. I have it on VHS. I'm going to watch it on my VHS.
You still have your VHS?
Yeah, I got a VHS CD combo, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I got one of those cream-colored televisions with the VCR on board that you saw in every kitchen in the 80s.
Cool. Well, watch The Fifth Element before our next episode drops.
And
I'm Ryan the Muffler Bruckner saying, you hurt my mama's feelings, you hurt mine.
And I'm Mike Beak Tobacco Ryan saying, unbelievable, but seeing is believing, and we all saw it.